I've been riding motorcycles for over a decade, and honestly, I've made a lot of mistakes. Some of them nearly cost me my life, and that's why I started this channel, to help you avoid the dumb stuff I did and ride smarter, safer, and longer. If you're new here, maybe this is your first video, welcome. I ride because I enjoy it. I always say I want my riding to complement my life, not consume it or end it. My goal is simple: make motorcycle safety clear, practical, and something you can actually remember when you're out on the road, because out there, one mistake can be your last. When I started, I was in analysis paralysis, which is probably where you're at now. You're watching this video because there are so many influencers, experts, and podcasters all throwing knowledge at you, but contradicting each other at the same time. So you're stuck, trying to figure out exactly what you need to do to be a safer rider, develop your skills, and ride motorcycles like you've always dreamed of. What I'm about to share is going to cut through all that noise and get you back in motion towards your dream of riding motorcycles safely on the street. Lesson number 1. Your eyes are the most powerful control you have on a motorcycle. If you stare at the curb, that pothole, or the car you're trying to avoid, your bike will drift toward it. That's just how human vision and balance work. So keep your chin up, scan 3 to 5 seconds ahead, and pick the line you want to ride through before you commit to it. When you're in a turn, look through the exit. Turn your head first, then let the bike follow. That small habit alone smooths out your lines, reduces last-second corrections, and gives you more time to react to hazards. Practice this deliberately until it becomes automatic. Lesson 2. Tension in your shoulders, arms, and hands makes the bike feel twitchy and unpredictable. A tight grip transmits every bump and vibration straight into your body, which makes you overreact and fight the bike. Drop your shoulders, soften your elbows, and hold the bars with enough pressure to control the bike, not to choke it. At low speeds, consciously shake out your hands and reset your grip. You'll notice the bike settles and responds more naturally when you stop trying to force it. Over time, a relaxed upper body will save energy, reduce fatigue, and make every ride more enjoyable. Lesson 3. If you can't control the bike at walking pace, you shouldn't be riding in traffic yet. Most beginner drops happen below 10 miles per hour because clutch control, balance, and rear brake modulation are still weak. Slow speed skills are the foundation of everything else you do on the street. Spend time in a quiet parking lot practicing figure eights, U-turns, and riding straight lines at walking speed using only the friction zone. These drills build muscle memory and confidence so that when you face a tight turn or a crowded intersection, your reactions are calm and deliberate instead of panicked. Lesson number 4. Countersteering sounds weird until you feel how it actually works. Then it makes perfect sense. At speed, you don't lean the bike by shifting your hips. You initiate the lean by a subtle push on the handlebar. Push right to go right, push left to go left. It's the fastest, most precise way to change direction on a motorcycle. Practice this at a safe speed where the effect is obvious but not scary. Once countersteering becomes second nature, your cornering will be smoother, your lines more accurate, and your confidence in traffic will grow because you'll be able to place the bike exactly where you want it. Lesson number 5. Braking is simple in theory and nuanced in practice. The front brake provides most of your stopping power, but at walking speeds, grabbing the front can tip you over. For slow speed maneuvers, rely on the rear brake and the friction zone. For higher speeds or emergencies, use both brakes together with a firm, progressive squeeze on the front brake. Practice controlled stops from moderate speed to build confidence in combining front and rear brakes, and then practice slow speed stops using only the rear brakes so you don't panic and grab the front when you're balancing. Knowing which brake to use and when will keep you upright and in control. Lesson number 6. Gear selection isn't about going fast. It's about having the right amount of power when you need it. Riding in too high of a gear makes the engine lug and the bike feel sluggish. Too low of a gear makes the throttle twitchy and jerky. The correct gear gives you smooth, predictable power for acceleration, deceleration, and corner exits. Listen to the engine and feel the bike. Practice shifting smoothly over and over until you can upshift and downshift without even thinking about the tachometer. When your gear choices become instinctive, your throttle inputs and braking will be far more precise. Lesson 7. Most collisions happen because other road users didn't see you or couldn't predict what you were going to do. Make yourself easy to read. Use lane position to increase sight lines, keep your headlight on and signal early, and avoid lingering in blind spots. Small, consistent actions make a big difference. Ride in a way that other drivers can anticipate. If you're changing lanes or slowing, do it early and clearly. Making eye contact with drivers at intersections helps when it's possible, but never rely on it. Assume you're invisible and ride defensively. Lesson number 8. Ego is the fastest way to outgrow your skill set and get into trouble. Trying to keep up with faster riders forces you into situations you haven't practiced and makes you reactive instead of deliberate. Your progress comes from steady, focused practice, not from matching someone else's speed. Set a pace that challenges you but doesn't overwhelm you, and stick to it for the whole ride. If you're in a group, agree to meet at the next stop rather than trying to keep up. Riding your own pace builds competence and confidence far faster than chasing someone else. These 8 lessons are the core habits that keep riders safe on the street. Practice the drills, make them part of your routine, and treat every ride as a training opportunity. If you found the information in this video helpful, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this information with somebody else who rides. You just might save their life. Thanks for watching.